Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a collective reading for whoever finds it. I'm going to start out with this metaphysical cannabis oracle again because I was researching a lot of it last night. Yes. And today I'm just feeling very guided too. A lot of beautiful messages. Right away, this ego card keeps coming out, right? To me, it's about the ego. It's like the devil, right? Seduction, temptress, seduction, all of that. Somebody could be feeling as though somebody is being a temptress or seducing them or playing games or something like that. Manipulation, control. Some people like that. I know that it sounds strange, but it's kind of like, I know that I went through that for a long time because I grew up with a karmic family, so I was surrounded by narcissism. And like, I know that my father loved me, but he was never there. He was always working, so he showed me love through buying me things, right? Like, I'm speaking the truth here. So to me, it was like that was how I received love, was by people buying me things, showing me things. It's like if somebody provided for me and paid my bills and things like that, it was like love for me. And I didn't realize that I was so shut down. I mean, I guess I knew. That's why I went on this path of like, I'm going to give love, since I wasn't given love. And I don't know, but it was like I didn't know how to receive love either. It's like my children, it's easy because when they're little like that, I've just shown them so much love. I kiss them all the time to where they're wiping off the kisses like, Mom, stop. And I have to kiss them, they're sleeping, you know, and hug them and snuggle with them. But then as they get older, once they're like, all right, Mom, you know, we don't need hugs and kisses. It's cute though that my kids still like the kiss and the hug before they go to bed. But other than that, like, I just don't know how to approach and like show affection. I'm still working on that. But it's like for the longest time, like I didn't know how to show love until finally, you know, I had my twin finally show me, like, would just grab me, like, get over here. It's like once somebody initiates, then I know how to, but it's like that first initiation. So anyway, what I'm getting at is like, so I, you know, was attracting a lot of the broken vibration that I was in. I don't know why I'm feeling to explain all this. It's for somebody, right? But it's like I'm getting that there's a major heart healing that's going on. Somebody's finally realizing how to love themselves. Because it's like somebody was so broken that they didn't know how to receive love. They know how to give love. They always want to give love, but they didn't know how to receive love. And they felt as though they were very unlovable. They didn't know how to love themselves. So that it's this energy that I'm getting. Somebody's finally loving themselves. And by doing so, it's changing their perspective on love. They're starting to realize that they're, you know, what love means for them, and now that they're able to receive love, and it's so beautiful. And to me, this is where somebody's struggling, because it's like when they did finally receive love, they held on to that so much because they'd never had that before. So they thought, this is really somebody like starting to learn what love is, really. And it's interesting. Equalizer keeps coming out. We'll probably have to look this one up. This was coming out very heavily yesterday too. So but that's what I was getting at, is that, you know, somebody themselves could have been very cold and detached. I'm getting for some like divine feminines, they were too much in their masculine energy because they needed to soften. They needed to get that light. And unfortunately, like a lot of chosen ones and earth angels came into these very traumatic families to try to save them, to try to clear the karma, the curses, the hexes, if you would say, on their bloodlines, right? But it's like they were, you know, in such dark situations. And sorry, baby, hold on, I got my daughter. There you go. Sorry. I forgot she was on the opening thing. But some of these families, you know, it's like they knew that they were chosen, you know, like as soon as like chosen is born, they're born chosen, right? They have to prove themselves for life, right? But you're still born chosen, and it's like you're assigned, you know, angels, but you're also assigned demons too, and devils. They know who's coming, they know where they are, so, and they can get into low vibrational family members and things like that. That's how your family you can have your whole life of your family being karmic towards you and things like that. So what I'm getting very strongly is like somebody might have had mother and father both, but very strong mother, if you're in alignment with me. So I had a very karmic mother that didn't show me any love, right? Because she was so broken, she didn't know how to show love. So there's this major healing of that, because it created a very, very strong wound, and somebody really had to like have compassion and love and forgive them, and then basically reteach and relearn how to love themselves. See the peace card here, and this woman is looking in the mirror because she's loving herself. She's realizing, you know, to me, she's looking at the flaws, right? She's looking at everything. She's finally seeing herself. You know, it's not a different image, it's the same image. But she's finally seeing herself as she is, and she's learning to love herself. It's like, here's a little thing that I don't share with a lot of people, is like, now that I know that having red hair is rarity. I mean, it doesn't appear that way now with all the hair dyes and everything, but if you look it up, having red hair is very rare. And so I got teased a lot as a kid, because back then everybody was not dyeing their hair red and all of that. And all of those things, every time somebody called me a redhead and things like that, I got so upset and angry. But it was like my own mother hated the fact that I had red hair, because I had got it from my bloodlines, not from her on my dad's side. So it was always like she hated that fact. So it was like, I don't know, it created a big wound, you know, for me and stuff. And especially when she started to see, as I got older, all of the attention that I would get, right, from having it and stuff. People were really seeing more of my aura, I think, and the love and compassion that I had more than, anyway. I don't know why I'm playing this, but somebody's like realizing to finally fall in love with themselves, and it's really changing their perspective on them. Sorry if it's loud. Is this the end of it? Did it resume it from the end, baby? Is this the end?
Yeah.
Why did it do that?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, let me get this going for her. I don't know. I was just like, why is all this music loud? It was the credits. See, technology, I tell you. Like, no, I don't need you to remember. Why remember if it's at the end? I mean, I'm sure the DVD players are better now. Who knows how long I've had this for. Am I anywhere close to the beginning? Can I just press play here? How about here?
No, you want my mommy. I want mommy.
Do you want me to give it to you?
Yeah. That's it. Look. That. Yeah. It's that.
Okay, hopefully it's not too loud. So anyway, to be in your manifestation powers and abilities, you really have to know how to receive love and give love, and you have to be into a balance, right? So, okay, hold on. We're going to turn this down too. I'm just going to go here. So anyway, there's this manifestation that is happening because somebody is finally learning love. All right, hold on. Okay, I have to turn it down a little, okay? This is the one.
Okay, I got it.
Push play right here when you want to play. Rewind it.
I got it.
And push play. Okay. Let's resume this now. Sorry about that. I don't like to pause my camera because then it glitches me out in the upload a lot of it. The audio and the video don't line up. I need to get new equipment.
Go.
You got it. Look at you, smart girl. All right. So let's get some more cards to this energy. Oh, higher self is associated with the equalizer. Yeah, look, balance. Somebody is balancing out all of that chaos that's been surrounding them. For some of you, you could have had to let go of a karmic family member, could have had them removed. I literally had my mother eclipsed out on our eclipse cycle at the end of last. She was eclipsed out on eclipse day. So our last eclipse cycle in November. That's how I knew it was like, what? It just happened so fast like that. It's out of my hands, out of my control. I knew that it was the way, the gateway vision. But anyway, it took some time to process, and that's why I'm getting very excited, is I feel that it's taken me, you know, like 6 months to heal from that and heal from all of the wounds and everything that was culminating and coming up to the final ending. Walking meditation. Somebody is learning how to, wow, really have control over their thoughts, their emotions. They're co-creating with the universe. See, this is very powerful in the manifestor card here. Is she's manifesting with a snake wrapped around her. To me, this is representing, this is somebody that like healed an environment surrounded by narcissism. Narcissistic, you know, having that control and that greed and manipulation. I'm feeling, but somebody overpowered that. Like, you may have a stronghold on me, but it's kind of like working with the enemy. I was getting this energy back. I've been channeling it for a long time, but it's like I've been talking a lot about it since December. So this is guiding me to the tarot. I'm going to pull that I got for December. That somebody was working with the enemy to manifest, right? And somebody's being very creative with their manifestations. They're keeping them to themselves. They're keeping them quiet, which is what you need to do, because if you put all of your plans out there, then people can trump them. Especially the enemy finds a way to tear you down. Look at this, the witch in the metaverse. This is very powerful. I'm definitely talking to a starseed here. That's why I did. My most chosen ones, earth angels, are very much starseeds. See an OMO family. I might need to look this one up too and see what the meaning is. But if you look, that family, there's a whole bunch of broken glass. It looks like it's pieced back together. This definitely looks like it looks like ancestral, like I'm seeing a bunch of different generations. So to me, this is definitely talking, oh, I felt the chills. This is definitely somebody that, you know, was sent here to heal a very broken and wounded family. I'm getting to that. This is somebody that really took it on. This is somebody that, you know, had karmic wounds and on both sides. Like literally karmic mother, karmic father, both bloodlines. Wow. So that means you're very powerful, right? If you could come here and take that on. So this may be somebody that, you know, is all alone now. You may have had to detach from your entire family, everyone, because everybody. Anyway, let's keep going. So gateway vision, you know, something is opening up for you. You're definitely being guided by love. This is, to me, somebody that was working a lot in their shadow side for a very long time. It's kind of how they protected themselves. This is somebody that felt very more comfortable around like animals and spirit and kind of the spiritual realm. That's why they've known they've never been alone. I feel that they've always been connected with the spiritual realm, right? And their angels. I'm getting somebody that found their angels like at a very young age. So they knew that they were never alone. They've been letting the divine guide them. But as far as the physical, like, you wouldn't see all of this. Interesting. So I'm feeling guided to get some tarot, but I wanted to look at a few of these cards because this is very powerful. Let's look at the family card. OMO 121. So In this card, you see the next 7 generations, right? Like I was saying, I was seeing your generations reflected in a mirror that stands before a couple who hold a child in their arms. The child spirit refracts into a multitude of future beings who have the wisdom of their ancestors, who sit with the cards today. Yeah, because I've always said that, like, you're a product of your ancestors, you know? The couple has a look of grace and confidence, knowing that they can change the perception of the world with the proper vehicle of delivery. The mirror is wrapped in cannabis leaves and flowers to showcase how the guide works through lifetimes. Crystal line the bottom of the mirror. With crystals that line the bottom of the mirror, we see the fruition of the future self cards. The sun and the moon are carved into the frame as a showcase of how the future will be full of light, yet will still have some dark days, only illuminated by the moon. Alma appears when the subject of family comes up and reminds you that we are born with a family that may not be exactly who we wanted, but they are who we need to evolve. Yeah, because I was feeling guided to tell you that before. I was talking about like karmic mother and all of that. Like, part of the process of healing is, you know, forgiving and releasing, but knowing that they in fact helped you overcome this karma that you were breaking within your bloodlines, the curses, all of that. They shaped you. So basically, like, they were part of the progress. They were part of your life mission. They were meant to treat you that way, to do those things to you, because in fact a lot of them were projecting, and they were in fact almost being the way that they were treated, because we often do that. We mirror and we project how we're treated. That's why bullies and things like that, they're often bullied. You know, maybe not in the same ways, but it's like you absorb all that energy and then you're releasing that energy, and that's all you know. That's why I've always said to have compassion for people like that and things like that. And a lot of times it takes a lot for people to go through things. Those people that go through a lot of traumatic things end up being a very, very dark energy, very sad, depressed, dark. You know, they don't have that love and light, right? Those are the people that need the most compassion and friends, things like that. You know, think about it, like a person that's brought up in a very good, beautiful home and having a very loving family, they grow up to be very happy and have the same, right? So the people that don't are the ones that, you know, and you never know, like I know that like a lot of it was like when I was younger, I felt as though my parents really didn't care about me, things like that, because they never had time for me. They never did anything with me. I was left alone a lot. Things like that. But it's like I didn't understand my father had to work so much to provide for everything, and I didn't realize my mother was so sick and sad and depressed that's why she, you know, because she didn't love herself and all of that, why she didn't want to have time with me and things like that. So it's like you don't see that. So I just was like, oh, I'm you know, like, so it really messes with people. And unfortunately, because of the way that they've programmed our minds, which is wrong, because it was really supposed to flip a switch at the age of 5, because the way that you're brought into this world, your mind is supposed to go through things and then you retain that information as a form of protection. It's kind of like let me explain it like this way. It's like you learn at a very young age that like a fire is hot, right? And you know that if you touch fire, you get burned. So then you know, okay, I'm not going to touch that again. I'm going to get burnt. So it's to protect you. But then at the age of 5, that's when everything's supposed to switch, because now you're not safeguarded anymore. So now that way you don't take information from the past to apply it to the future, to plan like your future. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like when you're little, like you have to recall on memories and to grow you those first couple years, but then it's supposed to be a switch where we're supposed to be taught that you are in control of your reality with your thoughts and your actions, and you create them in your present moment. So you should be creating them in your present moment with your thoughts and your actions. So you should be going from present to future, and you take the lessons from the past, but you just apply them towards learning. But you know that you're able to shape and change them, and you need to know that time is very much non-linear, and that you're going to be repeating cycles, and things are going to keep coming about and kind of going around in a circle until you overcome them too, you know. So you don't want to be constantly thinking about things that were not of a high skill that you don't want to experience again. So you have to change that perspective, but that wouldn't have fit into the matrix, right? That's why this is so powerful, because cannabis actually helps you deprogram, you know, that thought process, and to open up to more experience, things like that. So anyway, it's very beautiful. Let's look at this equalizer card. That was very powerful. That was coming out. Alright, the sun is starting to come out now. I've got to go pick up some things. I got my son's birthday tomorrow, my second May baby. He's not a baby anymore. He's getting ready to turn 14. I have to go pick up some things, so I'm sure I'll be able to do some readings tomorrow, though, because he's already out playing with his friends. I had to have girls follow him to where we're at. I thought it was cute. They showed up late last night. Alright, let's see. So, higher self. When you hear this, we think focus, center, direct, and this is what the equalizer brings to your light. Here we see a glistening, milky looking drip similar to honey. As the bees work together to make this precious honey, we know it is all for the queen. We see the honeycomb pattern deep within this card. We look like a vortex at the center. This card is an alert to get focused. It is time to stop manifesting and start taking action on your manifestations. See, it's beautiful because I'm getting very strongly, it's like somebody has gotten like on point with their manifestations and the material. Somebody's manifested all that they need in the material. So yeah, you need to start, you know, stepping it up now. You already have everything you need and you know that this will pass. Some cultures believe our highest selves give the lessons we will have in life once we inhibit our human form. This is so that we can evolve our consciousness back to the 7-dimensional realm where it resides. When this card appears for you, it's time to take on one to the face, and that means a hard truth or a loving accountability. It's however you take to perceive that, because I could go a lot of different ways, but I don't want to tie too much to my personal thoughts because I feel this is very beautiful as it is. Okay, so I was told enough with these. Alright, so yeah, I love this deck though. But let me find the tarot that, of course, it's going to be like all my cards. It's okay. I guess the Akashic Tarot wants me to get into it because, you know, I've been feeling strongly yellow, right? I guess too, it's kind of, I guess I'm really feeling too for my son's birthday. His colors are yellow and blue. Because they were doing an Outer Banks party for him. Yeah, the little brat, like I booked a place, like a marina hotel and everything. I thought it would have been so cute, all the boats and the docks and all of that. And he was like, no, Mom, their pool is closed because the hotel, they're rebuilding or restructuring, which is so perfect. So I had a reservation for like 2 weeks, and our last day would have been the final day to stay at the hotel before they were shutting down for all the new reservations. But they had shut the pool down early, and he was like, no, I don't want to go there, Mom. And it turned out some of his friends were already staying there. So I had to change my reservations, get in this new place. But it worked out beautifully because then I ended up finding out that there were these private suites, and now here we are. So really like go with the flow. And then, like I said, and then he ended up having his girlfriends find out where we were at or whatever. So they ended up changing where they were at and coming last minute. So now he gets to have his party in this epic suite he didn't know he was going to have with his friends. And he's definitely one of my manifestor kids. He's, you know, why did I pull this Sophie tarot? Oh my gosh. You're cute, Source. I was feeling guided to this one yesterday and I didn't pull it. Which, that's probably why I was feeling the blue now that I think about it. But I really got pulled. I don't even think I pulled tarot yesterday. I don't remember. Wow, I don't even know if I'm saying... Because, see, I didn't record with it because I'm learning this one. This is one of my newest tarot. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. Sufism. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't want to do the reading with it yet, but now I feel as though I need to. But I'm going to do that in a second reading. Because I meant to pull out the Little Prince because I was talking to you about this one since December. So, yeah, I was told to do the second reading. They did that, so I put it on my desk. They're cute. That's why I see, and it's in alignment with what I just said. 2442, as I say that, go with the flow of things. You never know sometimes why you're guided somewhere. Like I told you, like I didn't even know that these private suites were available. It's all because my son had made friends where we were at, and one of the little boys lives here because his his mother works here and stuff. So they're like the private suite. So that's how we had found out about it. Like we would have never known if we didn't come here. So everything happens for a reason. It really does. So really go with the flow. All right. So definitely check out that reading, because the fact that I was feeling it guided since yesterday, but then I pull it during this reading. So I'll probably be in alignment with it. Plus, if you're watching my readings, you're in alignment with me anyway. Okay, so the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles. There's some sort of movement here. A decision that needs to be made. I was pulling on my hair. Hold on. But this is where I feel that manifestation card that I was feeling with the snake wrapped around. This is somebody that has kind of been dancing with devils, has been playing the game. I've been manifesting like a boss right there, even with people trying to block the manifestations. This is somebody that's been protecting their energy. I'm getting to finding a way to protect their energy. Kind of manifesting what they want while being surrounded by narcissism. Being very careful, very smart, very analytical. Planting seeds. There's this King of Cups energy. This could be energy you're connecting with. It could be you. But this King of Cups is not wearing his crown, and he's got a big cup of love. This could be somebody that just has all this love to give, but doesn't know how to show it, how to express it. For me, they don't know what they want. This person you're dealing with could be very, too much in their power and control. Because look at this Emperor. He is definitely giving order and authority. He's sitting in his throne. Doesn't seem like he wants to get off of his throne. He's very sitting up high. He doesn't look happy. For some of you, could be dealing with a narcissistic Emperor. Hanged Man, 2717, as I say that. There's this Hanged Man energy. I'm getting the love is fading here. Somebody could have been in a connection. They could be thinking about what does they truly want, or this could represent a dream or something like that that is fading for them. High Priestess is coming out. They're really needing to trust their intuition at this time. This is heightened abilities and gifts, things like that. The same person is sitting off in the background looking up at the sun. See, so they're looking at a volcano that looks like it's getting ready to erupt in the background. You really need to listen to what your intuition is telling you at this time, because they're really trying to give you hints and advice and let you know that you very much see that there's, like conflict or stuff off at the distance. Like, what would a volcano represent? I'll let you figure that out. You could figure out what seeing a volcano symbolism would probably mean, right? But I guess I should show it to you. It's off at the distance. See? But it's also sitting there. And in this card, that flower that he's looking at is faded. But it's hazy. It's somebody that's very spiritual, but it's like they feel as though they're losing their spirituality or losing their gifts or something because of the situation that they're in. They don't feel strong enough to pursue them. There's a lot of different ways I could go here. 10 of Pentacles. So that's coming out. It's here. 6 of Pentacles. Fairness is here. But 6 of Swords. Movement's required. Walking away. I think somebody knows that 10 of Pentacles is here, but yeah, this is what I'm feeling. A decision needs to be made here. 10 of Wands. things that were very burdensome, very heavy. There's a new foundation. There's that Ace of Pentacles. It's falling underneath the High Priestess, so you intuitively know what this is, but this is what's blocking you. Seven of Swords, fear, illusions. I'm getting this energy right at 3,000. I'm seeing 30 minutes, so look up universal number 3,000. This is somebody that's holding on to fear. Maybe it's because they have to get very vulnerable. Maybe they have to walk away of everybody they've ever known. Like, this is like somebody that's lost, like, it's like a major change. It's like really going into the unknown. Why did I say it like that? Really going into the unknown. Like, really taking an adventure with, like, no, like, backup plan, no security. That's what's scary. What if it doesn't work out? What if... all of those what ifs, right? It's wish fulfillment, though. That star card. It's wish fulfillment. Knight of Pentacles. It's slowly coming. Page of Swords, you're slowly taking action towards it. You're gathering information. You're assessing. But see, there's a lot of swords, stress, and worry. And ouch. But see, Ten of Swords. It's an ending to a very painful situation. The Wheel of Fortune is here to bring in fairness. But it's like somebody's just scared to, because here's the card that I always get brought back to with this deck. It's the Sun card, and on it is the Fox. It's like this is somebody that has a lot of trouble trusting, because even in the best card of the deck, right, the Sun card, divine blessings, this person is still hesitant to take both hands of that Fox. Like, yeah, I'm half in. I'm going to go in a little bit, but I'm not fully going to go in. I'm not fully going to trust this just yet, because they've been hurt and burned, and I've been through so much that they... So this is what's going on here. It's that decision of fully embracing the new here. Going all in, not half in. Going half in, you're confusing the universe. Like, you have to let go of something. You have to let this close out for this new beginning. You can't fully... This new beginning's here, but you have to fully choose it. Told you just off of the distance. Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Alright, I just want to close this out. I'm going to leave this here. I'm sending love and light to all of you guys. Always. You're always protected. With my readings, I always call them protection and guidance. Upon doing my readings and forever, who watches and stuff, know that you're protected. Because be careful with the live readings. Like, I would love to do live readings, but I'm worried about the energies that come through, from the haters, or just the things that go through the spiritual community. Like, it's crazy. Because I myself, when I go into live readings, because I had a couple of readers where I would get into their live readings, I would get attacks through them. Where they would get 3. I've seen all 3s, 33 as they say that. They would come through. I'd have to get off of them and cleanse myself, then my house and my home then. So you need to be very careful. Something I've noticed is like what the kids bring into with those online video games, the stuff that comes through, like poltergeist and things like that. It's a real thing. It really is. Be careful about the secondhand electronics, things like that you get. Always have to be cleansing your space and stuff, but yeah, really is the thing. Alright, so anyways, love and light to all of you guys. Definitely feel free to watch every full guided see it. And yeah, I'll upload 3414 again, another universal angel number, the Sophie, I gotta research this, I want to say it correctly, but the beautiful tarot reading that I'm going to be doing from this deck. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit what it's about, so you know too. But of course it's about Sufism. It's also called, or the term comes from Path of the Heart. It is about polishing the mirror of the heart to reflect the divine. It's similarly, tarot is about discovering the hidden secret behind the arcanas. This beautifully illustrated deck creatively re-envisions the cards through a Sufi lens and shares the potency of its ancient teachings and healing techniques. So it's the quest for mystical truth in the common. Truth is common to both tarot and Sufism. So anyway, yeah, it's got some very, very beautiful cards in it. It's got a couple of them have changed. The daughter of Stalls is that? So there's the daughter, and then number 19 is like the Shams. So see, there's some different things from like doing a reading where people are like, oh my gosh, you can't even pronounce the cards or the deck correctly. Like, I ain't watching this. So no judgments if I decide to do this reading later and acknowledge some of these wrong. But anyways, I'm excited to play with this deck too. So love and light to all of you. Bye.